people's head is, okay, how much time? How do I prioritize, right? Or they might think like, okay, should I invest time here versus should I invest somewhere else? Or some people have the alternate theory of life, right? Life is short, why it is, and I want to do this, or I want to, should I be committing, blah blah blah. So let's understand the context of time, right? First of all, you are at this stage. So if I rewind 3 steps back, 4 steps back, you had those basic conversation with the gentleman lady. Because if you didn't have a mindset to become an entrepreneur, the thought process of willingness, you shouldn't be at this step, right? I hope that prerequisite has already been discussed with you, right? I'm not going to try and make somebody an entrepreneur who doesn't want to be an entrepreneur, right? Hopefully that discussion has already happened. That ship has sailed. We're not going to have that discussion here, right? Assuming that discussion has already happened. Now let's talk about the context of time and prioritization. See, here's the thing about in my years of expertise in business world and in working in corporate, I'll tell you, there is nothing called time management, my friends, right? If I have 30 minutes of time and let's say, I have a pile of laundry to do, and, my rice is about to get burnt on the stove, and let's say baby is about to fall off the balcony. Really bad example. Okay, I'll give it to you. I'm not going to manage time. 5 minute handle the laundry, 5 minute handle the rice. Oh, heck with the rice, man. Grab the baby. Are you nuts? Means the priority of task of the baby takes precedence. I don't care if the rice gets burnt. Now, if the baby is safe, everything is fine, I'm going to take care of the rice. I mean, laundry can wait 2 minutes. I don't want burnt rice for dinner. Are you with me? So at any point of time, you'll have 5 things to do. What you choose to do is based on the priority you put on it. Right? And I get fascinated by people like Elon Musk. I know all of us quote him and all of that. My fascination is how does he run 2, 3, 4 companies as founders and CEOs and the mindset behind it? And here are people who are struggling to figure out what to do with 2 hours of spare time. It's the same 24 hours. So is it the number of hours got expanded, or is it the prioritization of tasks? And as a matter of fact, I remember in one of the interviews, Musk goes on to say how he compartmentalizes his days into 15-minute blocks. Now, that might be too much, but I can do 1 hour block. What does it mean? Means my priority when I had a full-time job was from whatever 8:30, 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock was my job. I never wanted to mess with it. As a matter of fact, I got promoted. I remember getting 1 year 18% raise. I mean, I was a great employee. I wanted to make sure I'm the best asset my company ever had. Are you with me? Right? But when I left work at 5 o'clock in the evening, my hours started compartmentalizing. 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9. What am I doing? I can take an hour for commute, maybe another 30 minutes for dinner time, but that still leaves me hour and a half, 2 hours of block times. Right? Now, what prioritization kicks in? A lot of people, maybe entertainment is a prioritization, maybe Hulu, Netflix, whatever, or I want to just go hang out and I just want to unwind. I mean, whatever, man. But the thing about entrepreneurs is, I remember reading somewhere, it was so fascinating. It says entrepreneurs are that breed of people who will work 10 hours a day to get out of 8 hours a day job. Now, of course, I didn't have 10 hours. I remember this is quite a few months ago. Somebody walked up to me in one of my presentation and asked me, so how much time do I put into it? I said, well, let me tell you this. When I was living in Chicago, I was working 7:30 morning I used to leave home. Like, this is not waking up time, getting ready, breakfast, brushing your teeth. No, this is when I left home. I should drive to the train station, get on a train, take a train to the city, take a bus to go to my work. Okay. By the time I do the same routine, come back home was at least about 6:30 in the evening. This is non-project deadline days. Now, if 11 hours a day was gone in my job, now I had never messed with it. I never jeopardized it. Always got promoted, never been fired in my life. Right? As a matter of fact, 29-year-old, when I was about to leave, before I was about to leave the company, I had interviewed for the director position in that company. Never got it, never took it, but I had an interview for that position. Right? I mean, that's not a bad accomplishment, knowing, it was a Fortune 500 company at that point when I was working. But so whatever time was left is what I prioritized. Are you with me? In spite of that, in 11 months, we could go founder platinum on Amway's platform. I mean, into the qualification of founder platinum, we got to stay 12 months qualified, but at least we got to get into qualification. We were able to hit top of the bonus bracket 25% in 11 months in Amway. Right? So the question is not what time I had. Question is, what did we prioritize with the task in hand? Am I making sense? So at every point, every day, that's good. Now, certain days priority might be different. Like something happened, I got to take care of health, or something happened. That's a different priority. You have a project deadline, or some of your student, maybe you have exam coming up. I tell students on the team, like, if you have exam coming up, I don't expect to see you anywhere, not in any of the environment that we have. We're not even in the bar, man. Come on, you got an exam. Are you with me? The priority is to take care of the exam, but the exam is over. Now you have time, you have a project deadline, got finished. So prioritization of tasks is where you have to learn to put emphasis on. On any given point of time, I have 3 things to do. What I choose to do is the priority I put on it, right? Hope that makes sense, clarifies that.